¡Hola! A ver, voy a meter un poquito, porque yo no sé ni cómo se empieza Sumeru. ¿Es una misión? O me miro también los personajes. Bueno, eso lo hago en otro directo. Lo de mirar y a ver qué me preparo. Y esta la tengo que tunear. Dios, es que está potente, ¿eh? Este me la suda. Me la suda, tocó de potra, yo no os quería. Y esta la tengo que mirar. Voy a empezar a sumarlo con el equipo este, que es el que uso normalmente. A ver. Me imagino que... ¿Por dónde se entra? ¿Por aquí por cima o...? ¿Por cima también? Vale, miro la estatua y miro la misión. Ay, que es mi primerito día. Tenme paciencia. Ti, ti, ti. ¡Cárgate! Si yo con el paso de las actualizaciones en Genshin cada vez va más lento cargando las pantallas de carga. Porque es que cada vez tarda más, ¿eh? A ver. Aquí. Legendaria no es, Arconte no es. Darkonte. Bosque en transformación. Dirígete a la nación del Arconte Dendro. Por ahí. Vale. Eso era que si saltaba todo rápido. No me acuerdo ni de los controles. Vaya man. ¿Me tengo que bajar? ¿Eso qué es? Es que de jugar al Tower of Fantasy tengo ahora mismo los controles al revés. O sea, no me acuerdo cómo era. ¿Dónde es? La V. Ahí la vi. Tengo que tirarme más, ¿eh? Y ahora para allá. Ahí. Eso es fácil, cuando cambie la música es que estoy en otro lado. Uy, quería matar al bicho ese. Contra... En Sumeru a veces se pueden encontrar estos símbolos parecidos a una flor de 4 pétalos. Cuando alguien que encuentra los elementos va en dirección hacia ellos, podrá aprovechar su poder para viajar a gran velocidad. En ocasiones se pueden encontrar unos pistilos foliáceos que esparcen símbolos de 4 pétalos. Aprovecha su propiedad para hacer más fáciles tus aventuras. Eso es necesitando uno de dentro, ¿no?
To Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Me encanta la voz de Paimon. Yo creo que jugar Genshin por Paimon. Me matan a Paimon y lo desinstalo. Me voy allí a Japón y quemo hasta bueno, a China y quemo la oficina y lo quemo todo.
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same. But even so, people call Sumeru the nation of wisdom, you know. If we
Es
can
verdad,
get
de
a chance to
Sumeru
meet
no
the
era
God of wisdom,
la Lisa.
maybe she can give us some useful. But Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe
Ojalá
we can
aparezca
climb up to
Lisa
that spot with the step. Even if we can't see
y
exactly
sale
where
un
the
poquito
city
la
is,
historia, la
at least
pobre.
we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Y el de la serpiente.
Wait a second. Look! There's... Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like, hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to... Huh?
¿Cómo ha pasado
Did
de
you
ella?
say that, Dear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you
Ah,
give us
habla
some
y
directions?
le habla en árabe. Salió todo guapo.
Huh?
Y saca una cimitarra y le corta la cabeza. Y empieza. ¡Ah!
What's going on here? There's no way she could
Estaría
understand.
guapísimo, ¿eh?
Wait, could she be ignoring us? Well,
Yo es que una tercera
even
opción que
so,
ponga
she
Paimon,
might be
enfádate.
heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for direction.
Tras la bruma y el bosque.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep
Primer
quiet.
cofre, aquí,
Make sure she
sencillito.
doesn't notice us.
La estatua pone que está aquí. Hola, por lo más harto. Esto era T. Ay, pero ya está. Te casé. Ajá. El mundo se abre para aquellos nobles de corazón. Y ahora a mí se me ve entero el mapa negro. Es verdad, ahora puede cambiar esta adentro. Estoy deseando verla, me da curiosidad. Porque ahora no habla. A ver. Lo importante. Ah, no, tengo que equipármela. Oye, aquí hay que dar. ¿Te sube la resistencia o algo? ¿O eso ya es una temática que hemos abandonado? Hay que equipármela nada más que para ponerla dentro. La explota aquí. La tengo de aire porque la de tierra no me convence mucho. Porque la puta piedra cuando la tira se quema buguea. Y la de electricidad una caca. Va a ser casi lo mismo de siempre, solo que con dentro. ¿Veis? Al golpear a un enemigo con espada y hierba afilada, la viajera recupera energía elemental, aumenta entre segundo la duración del loto luminoso, aumenta el nivel de habilidad de espada afilada, hierba afilada. Cuando el loto luminoso sufre una La otra transformación otorga 5 cargas del efecto bla bla bla, del talento pasivo bla bla bla. Aumenta el nivel de habilidad. Los personajes que están bajo los efectos de del loto luminoso tienen 12% de bono de daño dentro. Si el loto ha sufrido previamente una loto transformación, también obtendrá un 12% del bono de daño elemental correspondiente. Mira, pues como apoyo, pues está bien. Puede ser que por fin la viajera sea útil. Que la tengo al nivel 80, me encantaría encontrarle un equipo en el que sirva de algo.
I'll scout ahead.
Vamos para allá. Vamos a seguir la misión. Ay, que no me lo enseñen más, que ya lo he visto, pesado.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Hyman thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask.
Está ahí
Even
con
if
todos
she's
los
not very
vapores y está todo
friendly, we
drogado.
just
Por
need
eso no
her
se da
to point
cuenta.
us in the right direction.
Va fluyendo ahora mismo, va volando.
Oh. Mm.
¡Qué bien huele! ¡Hostia! La Paimon porrera, ya verás.
It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Mm.
Lo mismo, la tetera esa es como las casas estas teteras, se mete dentro y en verdad que están haciendo un submarino dentro. Mira, los porros.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? What's happening?
¿Cómo?
Traveler? This is new to...
Hostia. ¿Me puedo tirar? Hostia, me parece que sí. Y es que no me deja saltar. Vamos a ver, si no me voy a dejar saltar, no me pongáis que me pueda caer. Qué increíble, tío. Le pongo un 4 en desarrollo de videojuegos. Que me flipa la música. Me sigue sin dejar saltar. Vamos a caernos otra vez. Madre mía, me dejan dar 3 pasos y historia tras historia. Venga, ya.
Are you sure it's not serious?
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable.
If he says that she's going to be alright, then
Oh,
there's
la del
absolutely nothing to
arquito.
worry about. Oh, are you awake now? Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic. This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of
Guardabosque.
My name is Kale.
Me recuerda
I'm
la
a
hambre.
trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
Tengo un
Oh,
sabor muy amargo en la boca.
That's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Al final no va a ser la región de la sabiduría, va a ser la región de la droga, ya verás.
Kale,
Dice
what's
que
the
ahora.
matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine?
Un
As I've
furro.
already told you, you must be careful with these. Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board.
Vaya voz tiene, me da
But
coraje
if
escucharlo.
Farbode forgets which mushroom...
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairy...
Es un furro.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Yo qué cola.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari.
I already informed Paimon about the reason
Lleva
you fell
sudadera, yo no
unconscious
entiendo
earlier.
esto, de verdad.
But now that it is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forest. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. That incense typically has no effect on most people.
No
But
se le
for a
pronuncia
very
en la
select
mayoría de la
few,
gente.
it can have profound effects on one's cognition. Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Sí, ponte a pensar.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to...
Yes, Master Tainari.
Esa está guay. Los 4 estrellas
Wait,
últimamente
hold
están
on
todo
a
guay.
second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally
A ver
planned
si
to
sacan
send
más
you on
4
your way
estrellas, que hay
once you
demasiado
finished your
5 estrellas
medicine.
para los pocos 4
However,
estrellas que
it
hay.
appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further...
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to
Es que
judge
parece
between
que
right
los
and
de mi
wrong, I
hoyo se
promise
han
that
puesto
you'll
de acuerdo para
understand the
hacer las
gravity
cosas
of the
bien a
situation
partir
once
de
I
que han sacado
explain everything to you.
el Tale, ¿sabes?
Based on what you saw after smelling the
El
incense
Tower of
and losing
Fantasy. A
consciousness,
partir del
we
Tower
can
of Fantasy
conclude that
es
you
cuando
if
parece que
you're
han dicho, vamos a
skeptical,
intentar hacer las cosas bien.
have a whiff of
Venga,
this.
vamos a ponerle un aniversario en condiciones. Vamos a sacar ya Sumeru, que se han quedado sin contenido y estamos aquí mamoneando.
You're experiencing
Vamos
a
a sacar
similar
más personajes
sensation
de
as when
4
you passed out,
estrellas.
aren't you?
Vamos a
So
intentar dar más
even though your
premios.
condition, the rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas.
Y el Tower lo que le pasa es que la
Now,
historia
I
no
suggest
está
you
tan
continue
avanzada ni
taking
tiene
your
tanto
medicine
tirón
is
como está
good.
teniendo
Now
esta.
continue
Pero el
resting
Tower
while I
llega a tener
fire
una
up
historia
another
mejor
bowl of medicine for you.
y llega a enganchar a la gente en condiciones. Y el Tower se come el Genshin. Porque es que lo superan todos los aspectos que tiene ya. Comparamos la fecha de salida del Genshin, el contenido que había con el contenido que hay en el Tower en la fecha de salida y tiene más el Tower. Es que dan más premios, es que los cofres te dan deseos. Que sí, que la mayoría son de los morados, pero al menos algo. Y hay otros que son los dorados. Los dorados son tiradas buenas. Y algunos te dan hasta tiradas rojas.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw?
Aquí
But if
protogema, ya
those
está.
weren't
Pero
hallucinations,
en el Tower,
what could they
aparte
be?
del equivalente a protogema aquí, también te dan tiradas.
Well, considering if he
Y las
misjudged your
misiones y todo,
condition,
y los
then
logros.
there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari? Oh, well, but it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her to...
Un merecido descanso por dar 3 pasos y desmayarse.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale.
¿Puedo jugar ya, por favor? Que llevo 20 minutos. Nada,
All
no me
right,
dejes jugar, ¿para
next
qué?
let's see your right hand. But please remember that you still need to be careful.
Yes, I will. By the way, Master.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time.
But I have a vision too. Am I
Un
useless
encuentro
to...
con
Don't
quien
talk
tú
like
ya
that,
sabes quién
Kale.
coño es tú,
This
ya
is not
sabes.
something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well...
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue.
Tenari, we're ready to head
Limpiarse,
out.
cabrón, que soy tu Sasha.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now.
Yes, you can count. So, Kale, Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities. As for Master, well, he has to... Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the statue. Paimon, Traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Oh, eso es un... Uy, eso está raro ver nota este nota no lleva la ropa de allí de mocha. Es que este creo que lo he visto anteriormente.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps.
Primero, el mirador. Pan. Fotito. Es que era un bicho de esto. Ojalá hubiera montura en el Genshin.
Oh, this lamp
Hola,
seems to be
no
getting
agarran
a
un
little
poquito.
wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
Fruto arra. Este es nuevo.
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
Hay una opción que diga que no soy su puta Sasha. Es que es la que me gustaría decir.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, that depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudevata or Lesser Lord Huh? Greater Lord Rukudevata? Oh, is that the name of the form? Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon, and to celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali. Uh-huh. Then what? Well, and then... Uh-huh. You're not too sure? Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
¡Ah, Amber! ¡Cágate! Y he dicho hace un rato que se parece a ella.
Amber? You mean... Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during... There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for... If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and
Madre mía.
enthusiasm. Sorry. Paimon thought the work of outriders was a little... sorry. It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow, so... How do you know that we've met Amber? Well, after I returned to
Los
Sumeru,
personajes
Amber and
gratuitos
I
que se
had stayed
conocen.
in one letter. She mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. So yep. So please know that you two have my complete trust. I wish I could tell you. That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of...
Joder, no
I thought
hablan
that was
aquí, hijo.
helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. So that's why you're here.
Mucho texto.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Hubiese molado que hubiese dicho eso. Mucho texto.
Alright,
¿viste?
we have a statue to clean. You both have my thanks. Well, you two were up there
Nos vemos aquí en un rato. Gracias, me vas a dejar un rato. A ver un rato cuánto es. Ostras, ¿dónde estaba yo antes?
Now that Paimon looks at... Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Or lesser? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up...
Impecable.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Me imagino que ya habrá pasado el rato para ella. Unos limpiando y otros sentados tomando fresco. Me recuerda a mi trabajo.
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit. Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets.
Punto en el que vámonos, vámonos.
Whoops! No, you dropped it on the ground. Not to worry. I wrapped a few
Hostia,
layers of oiled
eso
paper around each
aquí es
pita.
crimen.
They should be fine.
Ahí me dice alguien, te trae un kebab. Y ya resulta que se cae al suelo y le corto la mano. Para que con esa mano, para que no se ensucie más que nada, porque esa mano ya está maldita. Esa mano ya no sirve. Un kebab no se tira, un kebab se come.
You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in
Se
paper.
idolatra, se besa.
You really know how to compliment the chef,
Además te
Paimon.
sirve para todo. Tienes
you like
hambre,
it
te
so
comes un
much.
kebab.
I'll be sure to
Que
give you a
tienes
copy of the
ahí, estás
recipe
aburrido, te
sometime.
comes un kebab.
I'll even include all
Que
my...
tienes una borrachera que flipa, te comes un kebab.
It's hard to believe someone is... Oh, so, Paimon knocks stuff over all the
Estás
time
deprimido,
flying
un kebab.
around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone... No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known
Sí,
for
la
their
raza de
cunning
los
wit and
furros.
reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called... Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants. Sages from the but Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
Típico de los
I
furros.
know, right? I've always wanted to pet
Ojo.
them too. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position
Le
at the
gustan peludos.
Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Hostia, ya me
I
empieza a
never would have
caer bien.
guessed that.
Es un maestro.
Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon. Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling. Why, oh
Se va a morir.
why? To die? Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey!
El bullying, región tras región.
That's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
La furia de Paimon, ¿te imaginas que se transforma ahora de golpe en la del inicio y los tritura a todos a cubazos? Existe la teoría esa de que Paimon en realidad es la condesa rara o lo que sea eso que salió en el inicio y separó a los hermanos.
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare
Y
you.
también se dice otra teoría de que Paimon pudiese ser el arconte
No,
pero de
I
Caeria.
just... I didn't mean that. Kale, are you okay? What's the matter? No,
Está llorando por el que va.
I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry up?
Uy, ahí pone que hay una cosa de eso. ¿Dónde? Es que no sé ni cómo son aquí. Oh, uf. Ah, venga, ahí, ¿eh? Ay. Comerciante itinerante, ¿qué me vende? No me va a vender nada, ¿verdad? Ah, ya, algo. No me da nada. Ay, así, 3 de 4 hojas.
The rainforest climate is far more pleasant than that of the desert.
Ah, traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen
Oye, esa está
Kale
guapa
by any
también.
chance?
Oh, Kale?
Ah, pero la
Yes,
cara muy
I saw
básica,
her
esa
go
no la
into her
mete.
room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Mic off. Mic on.
Ay. Espera hasta el día siguiente. Ay. Ay. ¿Correo? Ah, coño esto. ¿Esto qué es? Tontería de mi joyo. Sí. Mm. Mm.
Knights and aristocrats share the...
Ay, yo por última vez. Ay, me tira aquí. A ver si suena la flauta. Otro mojón. Venga, la última. Otro mojón.
Same.
A ver qué tengo para... Tengo para de esto. Hola. Nos vamos llorando a casa.
Cultural heritage. But the knights had enough
Bueno,
sense to do
puta.
away with all the superfluous detail.
Esperar el día siguiente a las 8. Hola, justo. Yo es que soy así. Preciso. Todo preciso. Puntualidad. Por cierto, que voy a coger esta. Porque es muy mona.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Eso de fumar.
You mean she's
De la
sick?
jarra esa.
How could she be? Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived.
Porque
A
habla
little
como si
too
fuera una
much so,
persona
to be
mayor.
honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time.
So, Tainari, what?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after...
Ya se ha metido. Las alas de Sumeru, ¿cómo son? Eh. La más papa yo creo que son las de electricidad. ¿Y esto de qué era? Un plan... Yo no sé de dónde conseguí esto.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who... Well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with...
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Eleazar.
Elazar?
O Eleazar.
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by, at first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may... In
Yeah.
its final stages, the disease strips a person of...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on.
Va a ser
So
como la
when
enfermedad esta de la
Kale seemed to
roca
be
de
acting
Juego
a
de
little
Tronos.
clumsy earlier,
La roquita
it
esta que
was
te empieza a
because-
salir y te vas transformando en roca poco a
Correct.
poco.
That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not... With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious... Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that... However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but... Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even...
Paimon had no idea Kale's been...
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday.
She doesn't need to
El doctor ese creo que
apologize.
no salió
None
todavía,
of
¿no?
this is her
De los
fault at
Fatui.
all.
Well said. I
Aparte de
hope
la
you'll get a chance to
presentación.
tell her that in person the next time you see
Que
her.
no sé quién sería.
Kale once thought that it would be
Yo que no me
impossible
acuerdo
for
de
her
ella.
to have any real friendships. I trust.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her break. Though, I must admit that
Venga
Kale's
ya, mucho
condition was
pecho.
much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharva. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to...
Yeah, we'd like to do
All right. But I must warn you two. The rain...
no
Pues
problem.
Let's go
sí.
then.
Venga. ¿Me
Hey,
dejas ayudar, por favor?
where exactly are we going to find this plant?
No han parado de hablar
Nilo
desde que he llegado.
lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around
Fíjate, y estoy pegado a la cima, que no ha avanzado nada.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Nilo lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's
Okay.
surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower.
Eh, no se
You
está.
should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Ay,
Oh,
no salte.
huh.
Ahora.
Okay then. New Tapai. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
La música
More speed.
tiene un ritmo muy... no sé. Muy árabe. ¿Pueden show really? Oh, Lucky. Sí. Bueno, espérate. Si quieres me pego la fácil aquí. Porque mira. Eula. Shogun Raiden. Kiki. Ayaka. Mona. Yoimiya. Ay. Genshin. Klee.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are?
Utao. Dilu. Yelan. Sino. Y sin gastar dinero, ¿eh? Que habré gastado una o dos veces nada más.
There should be Nilotpala lotuses growing somewhere in this
Y
area.
sin jugar apenas.
Let's split up and begin. If you could manage, we'll rendezvous here once you've
Es que el
gathered the
chaval
needed amount.
este... me imagino que es Robert de Twitter. Que siempre me dice que quiere verme jugar Genshin. Que es que me hace muchos encargos de dibujo. Porque soy dibujante. El que vea el vídeo, a ver si me sigue el Twitter. Dejo el spam ahí. Siempre.
Alright, we've gathered enough new Aquila lotuses. Let's head back to meet
Pero
Tainari.
solo si soy mayores de edad. O así como que soy mayores de edad. Yo no juzgo. Ay.
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are
Porque no
all
me gustan la
excellent
mayoría.
quality. I'm
Por
quite
eso no
glad
los
you two
uso.
came along.
Hey, Tainari!
Bastante tengo con equipar uno o dos equipos. Como me tenga que poner a equipar todos los personajes.
Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But let's go find out what's going on.
Encima, si Genshin dejara tener varios equipos preparados, como en el Honkai. No, 3 nada más. O 4, ya está. Búscate la vida.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at...
What's going on?
We just discovered a wither.
The withering is... Can you tell me the exact...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot
que si
that
al menos
blocks
fuera una
nearly the
parte
entire
interesante
narrow...
de la
And the
historia.
radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get it clear enough for you to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be...
Okay, I understand. You made the right...
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us...
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with... There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rain. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wild...
Yes, Amir is... As Amir said...
That's right.
Que
Only
sí,
someone
que
with a vision
vale.
can venture within a
Que
withering zone. But you
necesito, yo
don't
podría
seem to...
ayudar.
Don't
Mira.
worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the
Hombre,
elements.
dice que te afecta si no tienes una visión o algo así
It
ha
seems the
dicho,
rumors
pero ella
about
no
you
tiene
were
visión
true.
en realidad.
In that, we typically only teach visitors how to
Según esas
identify the
normas, por
withering
mucho
as
que
they're
ella sepa
about to
usar los
leave the
elementos, sí debería de afectarle. Que no lo sé, porque lo he pasado todo rápido y no me entero de nada.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kind... Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of...
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering's... Thank you. But I must warn you. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any... You ready then? Let's go.
Si es por los poderes elementales,
First, we must
imagina que
locate any
ni le
branches
afecta a la
sustaining the
prota.
withering zone.
Creo que dispararle. Oh, ¿esto qué es? Invocar de... Me está pegando. Pero no hace nada.
Dost thou wish to witness my true power?
Ay, que me va a matar y todo. Ay, la hostia. Pues baja.
Life goes on.
By royal decree.
No rest for the wicked.
A ver. Tengo que darle a esto. A eso.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need
Ya
to take
está.
care of the tumor.
Blood of frost.
Uy, cansancio ya.
There is no escape.
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Destruir tu más. Vaya coñazo.
Yes, thanks to you two.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but...
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. even though we were able... If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not... This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in... And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase...
Huh? But why?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for... No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's... By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
Irminsul. Vaya nombre más raro. Irminsul.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downward. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said, and as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. All right. That's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that...
Ay. ¿Dónde está el transporte? ¿Dónde está ahí arriba? Ay. Que se resbala. Pasito a pasito, despacito. Hora de parar. ¿Esto qué es? Oh, es que desbloquea esto. Por ahí atrás. ¿Esto qué es? Prohibida las mercancías peligrosas. Evento súbito, esto de matar y ya está. Ah, que el bicho ese también es un enemigo. Uy, qué pesado.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Shudder. More speed.
Vale.
Beg for mercy.
¿Este qué es? Sí, no se va a caer. Ah, carne. La carne también.
Shut up.
Seguro me viene bien.
More speed.
A ver, pone que es por aquí. Porque la arquera dentro me imagino que los artefactos que usará serán los del dominio ese. Mírame. A ver qué artefacto usa. Sé que son de vida porcentual. Porque por lo visto usa la vida como estadística en las armas y en todo, creo. Pero no sé si serán estos artefactos los que usa. Este da recuerdo del bosque, bono de daño dentro. Lola. Este da maestría elemental. Que esta ni la mejora. Y para ascender. ¿Esto qué es? Esto no sé ni si mirarlo. Escarabajo dorado. Y esta pide champiñón. En aspan. Y en selva locapala o locopala. Y hay un transporte que pilla también. De no jugar. De no jugar se me acumulan los libros, se me acumula el dinero.
That's close enough.
Shine down. More speed.
Pesado.
You want this one?
I can put these to good use. More speed.
A donde hay otro transporte. Podría ir desbloquear estas teclas.
More speed. Yeah.
este cofre es diferente. Nunca había visto un cofre de este.
Freeze to the core. Shudder. I condemn you.
Never reach Inazuma. Sí, ya he terminado ya Inazuma. Se termina Inazuma. Mira. ¿Eh? Esto es Inazuma. Inazuma. Esto de aquí mocha. Espina dragón. Ryue. CEMMA. Y ahora es que estoy empezando Sumeru. Sumeru. Hostia, pues sí que es largo.
I can put these to good use.
Los frutos del mar. Claro. Ah, esto es de mueble. Si te refieres a si he hecho 100 de daño con la espada de Eula.
There's no escape. Beg for mercy.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Cofrecito. Bombado.
Hammer.
Opening box of Adepti Tricks.
Inazuma shines eternal.
By royal decree.
More speed. At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Por aquí. Aquí me imagino que saldrá el material de la arquera esa dentro.
Life goes on.
Carne. Espérate, no gusta más. ¡Hostia!
Illusion shattered.
Oz revealed by
Shut up. Vengeance will be mine.
La skin de Fisher es gratuita. Fue de un evento. No es pagándola, hombre. Ahora sí la puedes comprar. Mira. No, aquí no. Igual que alguna. ¿Ves? Mira. Tengo esta. Que la dieron en un evento. Esta, que también fue de un evento. Y esta, que también fue de un evento. Que son los 4 estrellas. Después de los 5 estrellas, eso ya sí lo tienes que pagar, que son estas 3 y yo no las tengo. Esta, que bueno, no tampoco me gusta mucho. Este, que le flipa a la gente, a mí tampoco me mola mucho, lo que sí me mola es que le han puesto una coleta harta. Y esta que sí que es mi favorita. Esta está muy guay. Pero
You
no,
want
no
to
son
learn some
comprar.
Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Claro. ¿Eh? Sí que lo tiene. Sí, me has dicho que estaba jugando. Asqueroso.
Time to scout.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How...
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh. Wait, is that?
Sí, ese es el pájaro del inicio.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you?
Pues
She's
pájaro,
the
ese
scholar
estaba
you
nada
and
más
Paimon
llegar,
were following when you
antes
first
de
arrived in
desmayarme.
Sumeru.
Oh, her?
Antes de
How could we
desmayarme estaba el
forget?
pájaro
So
justo
did
en la
something
entrada.
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia, she must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still... I've got some emergency rations set aside for...
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the traveler be...
Let's find out. Here,
Hostia, ya me
Trevor,
quieren
take a
endrogar
smell
otra
and
vez.
see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling... But wait, how'd you know that
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what... That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend
Sí,
to
lo de los banes
apologize,
es un
because
asco.
what
Deberían
you
de dejarte
saw is a
ahorrar y comprar los
significant
personajes que te
import.
den
My
la gana. Y si
forefathers
son
were
de
shown
5
much
estrellas, que
favor
sean
by
más caros.
greater Lord Rukadevata. Now, after seeing you in action with my own
Pero
eyes, you
es
have
que
earned
este
my
juego
confidence, and I no longer
es
feel
de
the need
banes.
to hide any secrets from you.
Y es que es un hater de 20.
When you passed out, I
Dice
could
que es
try
gay.
to tell...
that
Es un
sounds nice
niño.
and all, but
Bueno, es un
will she...
slime.
That was because
En
when you
realidad,
ran into her, she
según la
was in a...
historia,
Please, wait
es
here
un
for a
slime
moment.
que cogió forma humana de su mejor amigo. O amiga. No sé, no me acuerdo. Y si os da por leer los cómics, que en el primer capítulo ya sale 20, está bastante guay.
Here, take the. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give. No.
Yo soy más... Yo pienso que es mejor tirar los banners de armas. No solo tirar, porque siempre hay un personaje que quiero. Pero los banners de armas, siempre que haya armas que te interesen, yo preferiría tirar las armas. Lo que pasa es que el banner de las armas es una mierda. Porque aquí salen 2 armas. Y tú aquí eliges la arma que tú quieres. Pero tienes que fallar 2 veces para que te salga el arma que tú quieres. Y gastas más dinero, lo que es una basura. El banner de las armas. Deberían de hacer como con los personajes. Te ponen 2 banners. Un banner con este arma y otro banner con este arma. Eso sería lo correcto. Pero como el objetivo de este juego es sacarte todo el dinero posible, pues no lo van a hacer. Y aparte los refinamientos, que si tú quieres este arma y los quieres a refinamiento 5, te jodes. Lo de los personajes medio. Pero bueno. Ay, our community site is gay, lol. Es que según el diseño de Venti sí que es un poco femenino.
Knights and
Pero
aristocrats
tampoco lo
share
veo
the
nada de
same
malo.
cultural
Se supone que es
heritage.
un niño. Además contrasta un montón el hecho de que es un bardo que tiene aspecto de crío y al mismo tiempo es un
But the
borracho.
knights had
A mí me
enough
mola.
sense to do away with all the
Y
superfluous
su forma de
detail.
pensar de la libertad me gusta un montón. Y me voy a ir a cenar. Después voy a jugar LOL, el que quiera que se venga. Pero tengo hambre y me tengo que hacer las pizzas. Ahí. No, pero don't care about spending money. Pues voy a Neo Fresh. Y eso, es una tontería comprarte una cuenta. Para eso gastas dinero en los personajes que quiero y ya está, y disfruta el juego. Mira, si fuera un juego competitivo, medio lo entendería, tipo el LOL. Vamos a suponer LOL, que quieres comprar una cuenta que tenga todos los personajes. Y venga, alguna skin porque te gustan las skins. Pues mira, entre comillas. Pero el Genshin, si el Genshin es de pasarte la historia, realmente no necesitas ningún personaje de los banners para pasarte el juego. Unos son mejores que otros, pero es que con los personajes base que te dan te puedes pasar el juego sin ningún problema, no es un juego difícil. Y hay 1000 builds, es que hay builds para todos los personajes. Bueno, me voy a cenar.